try another program or get another business course or do something to create a new version of yourself, there's something that you need to hear. If you've tried network marketing or sales or you've done personal development and you're still feeling like you're starting over again or you haven't even started, this video is for you. And what I want to let you know today is that blaming yourself for starting over or not being where you thought you would be is not the real problem. And so this video is not about blame or judging because you haven't got to your destination yet. I'm going to help you to get there today through this video. My name is Vicky Lord, and I help people to start their first book, write their first book, so that you can start designing your life your way. And if you've tried years of trying and you're still not there, often people will think I'm not cut out for success, or it's because I wasn't consistent enough or I didn't try hard enough. And that's not the reason why. What I want to walk you through today is the real pain of starting over again. And I can share this from my own personal experience. So I had a big dream for my life. When I was younger, I went to an event and I saw all these women dancing and having fun, and they had a confidence that I did not have. And they looked like they were creating their life. And when I saw this, I broke down and I was like, wow, I'm broken and I need to fix this. And so I went on my journey then of trying to understand sales and how to create a beautiful business for myself. And I did reach some milestones, but it was nothing where I wanted to go. And so I ended up judging myself, blaming myself. And what it turned out, the real reason why starting over again feels so hard is because there's a lack of self-trust. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, about how to build your self-trust so you can start over without thinking that you're left behind or that your age is catching up or anything like that. So um, let's move on. I've got my notes here, so I don't forget what I want to talk to you about. If you're finding this useful, you can subscribe so you never miss out. And when the strategy that I used to build my self-trust was writing a book. And when I first started writing, all I knew was that I wanted a bigger, happier, freer life. And I couldn't really put words to it. That's all the words that I could put. And so when I got my pen and paper and I started to write, this amazing book came out of me, and it was all about life and how we're going over the bridge from one place to the next place. And so if you're reinventing yourself today or you're moving on from the feeling of feeling like you're starting over again, just know that you're not starting over, you're just adding another level of wisdom to your journey. And so if you feel called right now to start to write down your life and how you're going to go and cross your own bridge of transformation, what would that look like to you? And if you are unsure about it, I have a free 5-day book starter challenge where I walk you through designing your pathway. So we draw a pathway and we go and we make the steps to get to the next destination. So if you're starting over again, the other thing that we need to do is to work on the framework that suits you. So this comes out through writing as well. And an example I'll give you is I know this amazing lady and she's having this wonderful success. And when you look at her or people look at her, she looks like she's got it worked out in the realm of finance. And her framework is to sit there and message hundreds of people, and she's made a really good income doing that. But for someone like me who has a family of 5, I couldn't think of anything worse than shutting my family out and messaging hundreds of people each day. So that framework doesn't fit for me. So if you're going to choose a framework that fits for you, what would that be? And this is where writing again can help you uncover that. Because if you write for 10 minutes, you'll be really surprised at what comes out. So if you turn off all distractions, what I do is I go and I sit down. Normally after everybody is in bed, I get out my pen and notebook, and 10 minutes after writing, you'll have unreleased all the mindset that's holding in all the emotions that are holding in and tension, and it'll all come out and onto the page. And after about 10 minutes, may take a little bit longer, 15 minutes, but you'll be so surprised at what actually comes out of you. And all of that stuff that comes out of you, you're holding within yourself. And we're not supposed to hold it within, we're supposed to let it all out. And there's nothing better than letting it out on pen and paper. All the pains and all the frustrations, because I also did this at one stage. Somebody was really challenging me, and I put it down all on paper. And then a few years later, I found this piece of paper and I was like, whoa, what's this? And I'm like, so glad I didn't say what I was going to think to the other person. I'm like, that's better on paper and burnt than saying something like that. So when you release all your pain onto paper, that's better than taking it out on somebody. And then that will free you as well to go and start creating if you're starting, if you feel like you're starting over, or if you feel like you're just creating for your future. And so the last thing I wanted to talk about today is creating your future. So often we need to let go of the emotions and the pains and the beliefs of the past, but we don't have to let go of the life skills that we've learned. So when you are creating your future, if you're going to write it down again, what is your future look like? This is called visualizing. So you write your future and then you can create from that place of peace. So the first piece of writing is to let go of all the baggage. And then once all that baggage is gone, then you start to create your future. And this is the perfect bridge that does that. If you think of the hero story, they all start from some place of pain and they go over the bridge to the land of happiness. So that's all we're doing. We're writing down, releasing the past and creating the future. And the best way to do this is through writing a book. So if you do want to start creating your future and not having the fear of the past hold you back, then I invite you to the 5-day book starter challenge. It goes straight to your email so that you can do it each day in your own time over 5 days. And after 5 days, you'll be so surprised of what you have created, the start of your amazing book. So thank you so much for watching. I will link that above or below, and I will see you in the next video.